Alright guys, so I was in my boy YDCB's stream, chilling out. He's like one of my favorite content creators from Summoners War, and I'm so happy that he plays Epic 7, so it's like a mini shout out to him. But I was watching his stream, and I'm playing Pokemon on the side, and I hear him mention ML LIDICA, and I'm like, oh god, leaks and rumors and shit. And then I look back at the stream, because he said, oh, let me pull it up real quick. And lo and behold, if you just go here, look at this, press this button right here, she's right here. She's actually like, she's not in the journal apparently, but you can actually look at her here, so you can't see her stats or anything like that. But baby boo, get him a rinky dinky doo, is in the building. So let's look at her skills and look at her previous skills as well. Let's get busy. Now, first of all, let's just talk about her actual, like, what is it, like her sprite or whatever, how she looks. That looks insane. She still has the Ivy from Soul Calibur sword, it seems like, which is pretty cool. The cross on the back looks amazing. I don't know if she has something like that in her other skin, not too sure, but striving for a new life while on the run. Now, this character is a light ranger, which is cool. You know, we don't have too many of that. I think the only other one that's ever used is what, Celeste? If I'm using my memory correctly, which sounds stupid. Anyway, why would we look at this here when we can look at it in preview skills? Ooh, okay. Had to turn the volume up a little bit. So she has the same stance. The sword to me looks crazy. I just love the sword. So let's see the S1. I mean, her animations are gonna look very similar, so I don't know why I'm happy. I don't know why I'm so hype about that, but so S1 is Thorn, so attacks with a sword with a 60% chance to decrease hit chance for 1 turn. That sucks. Only 1 turn. Looks like it goes up to 75% to lower hit chance. And that looks exactly the same. But she says, see, Faithless. It's like, see,
I thought I was finally free.
Like, when you hear characters talk like that and you know who Lidica is, I rather, instead of Basar, you know, instead of Basar being on there, a character that is well established and everything like that, I want all of them, when the ML comes out, give them a side story. I would have loved to know Fallen CC's side story or Apocalypse Ravi, how they come to be, because the character that they're implementing or the character that they're a shade of or whatever, we already know who they are. We kind of already know their story if you're paying attention to it. They're not brand new out of the box because they're not like what Celeste is. They're not like what Gerardo is or any character like that. These characters are pretty much brand new. You have no idea who the hell they are. And it's like, when you see them, they're moonlights and you kind of want to know, like, oh, where are you from? Like, you know, not that Gerardo deserves a side story, but I digress. So that's the S1. The S2 is Lark Spur. Binds all enemies with her sword with a 85% chance to dispel 1 buff, increasing combat readiness of the caster by 25% per target and all other allies by 5% per target. This skill cannot trigger a dual attack. Now, from what I've heard in the stream is that it's supposed to be counterattack because you obviously can't dual attack on an S2, so it can't be counterattack because it hits all enemies, so that's a pretty good change. So let's look at it here. It probably is the same thing.
They sure are persistent. Ugh, this is hard.
Oh, she sounds so sad. Even her face is very smug, and it's the same animation. It looks slightly different, like some of the effects, like there. I feel like I shouldn't be interrupting her, but she sounds like she's literally on the run, like she did something terrible. It kind of makes you think back to when she was in the side story, but she was not a guilty. She was the one looking for, you know, justice. She was like pretty much a detective, so it's weird to see her like this. So what's cool is that if you do Guild Wars, you know, she's getting a 75% combat readiness boost. Her allies are going to get a 15%. In Arena, it's 4, you know, and in other random stuff, like, you know, if we're gonna go into, you know, like Fire, Spirit Altar, weird stuff like that, when there's more than 4, you know, you're gonna get a full turn back pretty much, and your allies are gonna get, you know, more than 20% combat readiness. So it's pretty cool. You can start off the round with this, obviously. It does not go down in cooldown, ironically, which is usually weird. Usually most things do. So it just goes up in damage, and the effect chance goes up to 90, 100% to take that 1 debuff off. That's cool. But at that point, for a character to take off a debuff, you're assuming that they have immunity on them, which is, you know, high-end PvP meta BS. You know, to take that 1 debuff off and combat readiness push, it's not decreasing them, so you don't have to have crazy effectiveness. on it, but maybe the S3 will enlighten us, which will probably be the cool animation. I hope this looks clean. And it's going to be Hysteria. Attacks the enemy indiscriminately, increasing skill cooldowns to max. Now this is something from Summoner's War that I do remember. It's kind of like a reset. I mean, it's not kinda, it is a reset. It will reset the person's skills so that they're full. Now what they were talking about on YDCB's channel, and I do think that that is the contention, does skill lowering work? Now we know that Judge Kisei does that, right? Judge Kisei pushes them back, I think by 2 turns, if I'm not mistaken, 1 or 2 turns. But I don't actually know if that works on a Vildred or characters like Kayron. I don't know if it works on characters like them. If it does, then this character is actually pretty good. She's gonna be well contested. People are definitely gonna want to have her because resetting people's cooldowns, even if it's not for those auto revive characters, it's still pretty busted to just take a character that you know that they put in a squad that needs to use their S2 or S3 and you completely take it out of it, because as you can see, even her S3 is 6 turns, you know, even going down to 5. You have to wait 5 turns to do the skill that you were put in the team to do. Is still pretty strong. But I should shut up and let's look at this animation. I hope it's, you know, let's turn it up a little bit. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. I have faith in LIDICA because I actually like her original S3, so let's look at it. Woo!
I'm never going back. Stop chasing me!
Wow, she gets 2
I thought I was finally free.
she gets 2 like what is it, like the black screens? That's kind of crazy. Usually you only get 1. I don't know if you guys have noticed. The only other character I know they get like kind of like 2 is Charlotte. I think Charlotte has 2 of them. So she has 2 as well. Hers, it seems very long. It's a single target hit, right? Yes. Attacks the enemy indiscriminately. So it's a single target hit, it looks like. And oh, let's just look at it again. That first whip, look at that. Woo!
I've got nothing to lose. Are you here to capture me?
Yeah, she's super on the run. See, her story would seem so cool. I will admit that her smiling throughout of it kind of fucks it for me a little bit. Not gonna lie. When you see a character that is, she's faithless, so she should look sad or she should look vicious. Like, why are you following me? I guess you could say she's sadistic. Like she's like, ha ha ha, how dare you? I got you now. But she doesn't seem like that. She sounds so sad. She sounds like upset. I really feel like, you know, her face should portray that at the same time. But maybe I'm just being picky. Let me see it one more time. Like right there. I guess it's kind of sadistic. A little bit.
I was finally free.
A little bit. And oh, she sounds like, oh, now they caught up to me. I gotta kill him. I don't know. I hope she's like a murderous intent. So what do you guys think about this character? Really quick video. Nothing too long to, you know, I'm not gonna stall it out. But what do you think? Do you think that her S3 is going to really screw over these characters that have these auto things, like an auto revive or anything of that nature? It'd be cool if it does, and it also will screw over, like, you know, May Chloe's and characters that pretty much are in a team to utilize an S2 or S3. So let me know what you guys think of this character. Are you hype? Are you gonna summon for her? Are you gonna drop all the things? You're gonna spend all the money? Or are you thinking, this character is okay, I'll just wait for the next one. It has to be something better than this. Or the rumored, what, like Specimen says, coming back on the banner the month after. Who knows? But you guys let me know. But only thing I have to let you know is that every day at the casino is your lucky day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.